So, how are all of you doing? Are you missing your home already? You have been here many days. You must have missed your home. Once, when Luang Pu Cha went to study with Luang Pu Kinari, his teacher, Luang Pu Cha told me this story. It was the end of the Pansa, and he was missing home, missing family, so he wanted to go visit them. And Luang Pu Kinari told him that if you miss something, or if you miss someone, then that something or that someone will bring you suffering. So if we miss our family, miss our home, or whatever, then those things will bring us suffering. So all of you have been practicing for many days. We can compare that to a banana. A banana, when it was unripe, it tastes very bitter. But after a while, when it becomes ripe, then the bitterness turns into sweetness. It is the same as our practice. In the beginning, when we start to practice, our mind, we may feel very bitter. But after we have practiced diligently for these past 5 to 6 days, then our mind must have changed to the better. So we have to set our heart in the practice, staying with the mantra Butto, Butto, or always observing our breath, breathing in, breathing out. We have to keep the mindfulness and the awareness at all times. The Buddha said that those who follow and observe their minds, those persons will be able to escape Mara. So what is Mara? Mara is the Khandha Mara, the 5 khandhas: the form, the feeling, perception, mental formation, and vijnana, those who knows. For the form, it is something that we encounter, whether it's the sound, the smell, the taste, the touch, then those will give us emotions. And the emotions, sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't like it. But this is something that just comes naturally. But our mind cling to it. This is something that we have to reflect upon, we have to contemplate, that these aramana, they come and go. It's just like that. I had a chance to visit the beach here. It is the same thing. Comparing the beach to the aramana, there's the wind and there's water, and the wind create waves. And the waves come and hit the shore and then went away. It's just like that. Whatever we like or dislike, it will go away. If we think about it, what is the thing that we like the most or something that we hate the most? Those things are anicca. They do not last. Same as this body. This body also will not last. Everything changes. We have to contemplate that the days and nights are passing. How well am I spending my time? This is staying in the Paccuppanna Dhamma, in the present moment. We have to observe what is happening right in front of us. If we're happy, then it's just that. If we are sad, it's just that. We just follow it, observe it. And then we will see that, oh, this is anicca, and that is anicca. And our body is also like that. If we want it to be anywhere else, it won't, because that's the law of nature. We are born and we get old and then we die. It's just like me. I am getting old and I have to go see the doctor. I fell down, broke my hip, and I had to change my hip. So in the end, this body and this mental formation, they cease to exist. That is normal. The Buddha say, appamatena sampateta. You have to perfect yourself, not being negligent. So we have a chance to be born in this life. We have to make the most of it. We have to do the best. If we have to work, we also have to do our best. And if we practice Dhamma, we also have to do our best. The Buddha say, if we do good, then we will receive goodness in return. And if we do something bad, then we will receive something bad in return. That's the truth. That's the Sajjatama. It will not change. So when you practice bhavana, you shouldn't have a lot of doubt, shouldn't have a lot of questions. You just keep doing it, keep practicing. It's just like eating. Do you ever wonder when you're full or not full? If you keep eating, if you keep swallowing, non-stop eating, then eventually you will feel full. Can someone else tell you when you are full? No, they can't. Those who eat the food will know themselves. Those who doesn't eat, then they cannot tell you when you will be full. Practicing Dhamma is the same. If you keep practicing, not stop practicing, whether you feel calm, you feel peaceful or not, you just keep practicing. And in the end, you will know by yourself and realize the Dhamma. Paccatang veditappo vinyuhi.
Question 1. Venerable, I'm often applying too much pressure and perfection. How can I bring more joy and equanimity to the practice? Thank you very much for your answer.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, Luang Pu said that, so you haven't put enough pressure in your practice. So you have to put more pressure, and in the end, then the pressure will go away.
Luang Por, question 2, Luang Por. Do you have any advice for drowsiness? Why does my mind doze off whenever I meditate, although I slept well?
ขอโอกาสครับ So you have to find some tricks. For example, you can sit on the edge of the building or something, and if you fall asleep, then just fall off that building. I also had the same experience before when I start practicing. Whether I'm walking or sitting meditation, I would also feel very drowsy. This is nivara, hindrance. It stops us from achieving peacefulness, achieving goodness in our heart. So we have to fight it. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. One time, Luang Pu Sha sent me to stay the rain retreat at Wat Tham Sang Phet in Amnat Charan province. I was spending the Pansa with Luang Pu Kham, my friend. He just passed away recently, just cremated his body a few weeks ago. So at that monastery, there's a cliff, and I would be walking or sitting meditation, and I would feel drowsy. And Luang Pu Sha would always emphasize to practice hard, especially on the one Phra Uposat day, to practice Nesachik, staying up all night. So I had to find some trick to win over the drowsiness. So I would go and sit next to the cliff, and if I look down, and if I would fall, then I would break my neck for sure. But then when I sit there, then it's quite surprising. I don't fall asleep. This is finding the tricks to win against drowsiness. Just like in the time of the Buddha, Venerable Moggallana, he would fall asleep also. And the Buddha advised him to, if he sit meditation and feel drowsy, then first put the finger in the ear, and maybe that will wake you up. Or if you still feel drowsy, then you do walking meditation. And if you walk meditation and still feel drowsy, then you can take shower. So this is finding ways to win against kilesas. So sometimes I would be walking next to a kind of tree that has thorns. So if I don't have my mindfulness, then I would hit the thorn and hurt myself. This is finding tricks to win against drowsiness.
Oh, my breath is very subtle. I know I am breathing, but I cannot feel the contact point anywhere. Can you give me some advice on breath meditation? Please, thank you.
So if you cannot feel the contact point, if you cannot feel your breath, then you just keep observing it and have mindfulness and observe that even though you're breathing and you cannot feel the contact point, you just have mindfulness in that knowing that that's happening.
Dear Luang Po, what are the karmic causes of being abandoned by the people we love? What can we do to reduce the likelihood of being prematurely and reluctantly separated from our loved ones, especially loved ones who no longer feel the love for us?
So to fix this karma, you just don't create the new karma. The karma is in our actions. So if we do not do new karma, then the karma won't give fruit. That is the way to fix the karma. Kamma sakom hi kamma dayado, kamma yoni, kamma pantu, kamma patisarano. I am the owner of my karma, heir to my karma, born of my karma, related to my karma, abide supported by my karma. Whatever karma I shall do for good or for ill, of that I will be the heir. So what is happening to you, that's the result of your past karma. So don't cling to it and don't create the new ones and let go of the feeling.
Dear Luang Po, how one will know if one has attained Sotapanna? In this day and age, is it possible to attain Sotapanna? For my own experience, Sakaya Ditti is the hindrance in comparison to Vichikita and Sila Paramata.
So we will be able to know by ourselves if we have reached Sotapanna. Nobody can tell us whether we have reached that level or not. We have to have the mindfulness. You know, if we feel happy or if we feel sad, suffering, then we know, and nobody can tell us. It is in our own attachment, whether we still cling to this feeling or not. It is up to us. Pachatang veditapo vinyuhi. Those with wisdom will know by themselves. So Luang Po was saying that he's leaving on the 25th in the morning, and he said when there's a meeting, there's always has to be the end of the meeting. That is normal.